What's going on? It's Amanda here. I wanted to record this very impromptu brief training that I felt like I needed to put in front of you because there is this little thing that I keep hearing from coaches. Specifically, it's the number one thing I actually am finding is like this undercurrent for why coaches aren't getting clients. And it isn't your offer, as many of you keep adjusting. It's not an algorithm. It's not even market saturation. It's actually a belief. A belief. Yes, a belief. And here's what the belief sounds like. If I just keep showing up, clients will eventually come to me. And the truth is, that's just not how it works. And no matter how many times the algorithm changes, no matter how many new platforms pop up, no matter how crowded the market gets, no matter how much AI will do for us, what I want to really help you understand is the one thing that has never changed and never will is that clients come from conversations. Honestly, that's it. That's the whole game. But the problem for many of you is that you don't know how to start these conversations. You kind of feel awkward starting them. You don't want to come off too awkward, too pushy, or just like slide into the cold DMs. And honestly, some of you don't even want to use social media, and I'm right there with you. So instead of having conversations, what you end up doing is just like posting more content or and hoping someone reach out or recording more podcasts and hope someone reach out, and those clients they don't actually come. So in this training I really just want to talk about two specific things that I think are derailing you potentially and how you can fix them. So, the old way that I think many coaches out there are still coaching around, or maybe you've heard in your coaching certification, is you have to find a niche. And I am so like trying to tell the world, all the coaches in the industry, that that is such an old way of thinking. And the reason being is because niche is a generic, it's a generic tool. It doesn't actually specify. It's an old coaching playbook. And coaches will say you need to, you need to niche down to being a mindset coach or a business coach for women or a wellness coach. And then they thought they were done. And that's where they get stuck. But here's what's actually happening right now in the market is your potential clients are honestly drowning in content. They're overstimulated, they're overwhelmed, and they're scrolling past anything that feels like it could be generic and for everyone. And so, what I want to show you is actually what is working so well right now, and that is the new way. And it is what I call hyperspecificity. And hyperspecificity really involves two things. It's getting super specific on the who, but here's the most important part. It's getting specific on the problem that you are solving. Because if you're not solving a problem, then you don't have a thriving coaching business. No matter what type of business you are in the business of solving problems. And we as coaches are solving problems. So the reason that many of you are getting stuck is because you're focused on the niche and too much of the who. We should be more focused on the actual problem that you're solving, and you should know it so well. The other thing that many coaches are struggling with is what I call a lack of awareness and where their client actually is. You are honestly maybe marketing to the wrong person because your premium client is out here at point A, moving along in the world until they encounter a problem here at point B. And all of a sudden they become problem aware. That problem gets worse and worse until they are possibly dropping to what I would call the bottom fallout moment. That's when, before then, in fact, we hope they discover you as a solution so they can come out of that place, solve the problem, and establish a new level of normal. In fact, a better life than what they had before. But many of you are marketing to the wrong place. You are saying things that are super coachy or that they need to hear rather than what they are struggling with and want to hear on a daily basis. And so, therefore, you're honestly creating content and writing to them, and they don't know that they have a problem that you can solve. They don't see you as a solution. And when your language is too coachy and you use words like transformation and aligned and step into your power, your ideal client just isn't searching for these. And when you can find a way to shift that, when your language meets them where they're actually at, that is where everything absolutely shifts. And the reason I share that is because it's learning the fix of all this is learning to use the language that activates your client. I call it activation language. This is the language, if you imagine, that speaks directly to their mind and the heart of what I believe is your premium client. I want to help you know exactly who they are. And then I want to help you understand how to get into their mind so much so that when they hear you speak, they think that you read their diary. They're like, is she in my mind? In fact, I have clients all the time replying to my emails like, I swear, Amanda, you read my mind. Or, oh my goodness, I was just telling a friend this yesterday. This isn't a social media strategy. I want to be really clear on that. This is the entire red thread that pulls your coaching business together. It's what's in your emails, it's what's on your website, it's what you say at a networking event. And if you want to use it on social media, you can. And it is a way that brings that client to the surface. They are raising a hand and saying, that's me. And the whole part of this, the whole purpose of activation language is so that, yes, you can get to the heart of what business is built on, and that is having conversations. So if you're stuck and you don't know how to have these conversations and you want to be able to speak this to your ideal client, you want to be able to activate them, you literally want them a hand up like I do. Sometimes I have 30 to 40 replies to one email that I send out. It's repeatable no matter what coaching business you have, but it's taking the time to understand that this is the undercurrent and the foundation of everything. And likely you might be too generic, which I can help you fix inside of my solution. And also, I can help you understand how to better meet the client. This is what I do inside the premium client activation accelerator. I want you to activate your client so you can have more conversations. So I'm going to drop the link right here. Right now, it is the lowest price point it will ever be. And I want you to be a part of it.